Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Rudy with Alpha Investments. Oh man, it is finally time. It is time for Eldritch Moon, everybody. I want to do a quick little video before I disappear off the grid for a few days. I got to go hardcore. I'm on the fence so far. I think I don't know if I'm going to do, we're doing between 200 and 300 booster boxes. Probably looking at about 70 to 90 hours labor to get it broken down and get our first round of sorting done. Not even talking the second and third round, which is breaking down color and common cards. So, I want to go over a few first thoughts of what I think of everything, kind of the mindset it takes to kind of do so many boxes and be ready for it. And I know a lot of people are very blah on this set. A lot of people are like, oh, Eldritch Moon is weak, the mechanics in it, meld, this and that. A lot of people are very blah with it. Personally, I like it. The value in the set seems to be pretty strong out of the gate. Now, obviously, the million-dollar question is, how will it hold up after a few weeks? How stable will the cards become? Where will they level out at? How far versus pre-order starting point? From the starting point of the line, how much are we going to drop before we bottom out and the cards really find their place? I do think this set has a lot of complex cards in it. I think we will definitely see at least 2 to 5 cards, probably mythics, maybe 1 or 2. I'm sorry. Probably rares, maybe 1 or 2 mythics that'll spike pretty hard. But overall, the prices where they are, I think is kind of where they're going to be. But I definitely think we're going to see a good handful of card spikes pre and post tournaments over the next, not this weekend, but the following weekend. As I always like to call it, when a set comes out, there's usually the first 2 or 3 weekends, you have a lot of price jumps, declines, until everything finds its balance. You know, that nice point where all the buyers and sellers, everyone's comfortable, everything meets. Because some cards are overpriced right now, nobody buys it, and then the sellers keep undercutting. Eventually, the buyers start bidding at it, and then everything balances. So, you know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I want to talk about it. So far, I'm pretty happy with these. I think these Eldritch Moon sets and boxes, I think they're pretty cool. I mean, first of all, I love the boxes. I think the color, the purple color on the boxes is really, it's very pretty. The color scheme on it, personally, is very, very nice. So, I mean, we're getting ready to do this. Like I said, I'm probably going to spend the next week or so just trying to get these broken down and whatnot. And it's going to take forever. Hopefully we turn a profit. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. Not really sure how it's going to work out at this point. So far the mythics seem pretty strong. The rares are so-so. The commons and uncommons are a little too early to tell with everything. But like I said, overall, we like to see how it unfolds. But more importantly of all of it, we got to get our game faces on. We got to be ready for this. This is the big set. So, you know, when sets and things come out, you got to get ready, and you got to be, you know, ready to kind of, you know, go in and put that many hours into it if you're going to be opening packs and sorting and doing things. Hey, no one ever said I didn't open a pack on my channel. So you know, you want to start doing that. You know, for me, the first round of doing a lot of these things is you literally have to spend, you know, 2-3 days straight of just opening. Not even looking at the cards. Not even looking if they're good or bad. Literally opening after pack after pack after pack. So after doing about between 7,000 and 12,000 packs usually, we take all the piles of the loose cards and we actually start breaking them down. Common, uncommon, rare. We do it pretty quick because we've done it so much. Eventually after that, we do a kind of a second round where we go by color. Then the third and final round is pretty much where we end up breaking down the actual individual card names. Usually the commons obviously take the longest because they're obviously the most amount, but believe it or not, it's not as long as you may think. We're pretty quick at it at this point. But when we get into that zone, and you're going that quickly, there's no breaks. There's no 15-minute breaks. There's no lunch breaks. It's not how we roll. If you're hungry, you take a box of thing, you take a box of Eldritch Moon, you keep going. It doesn't matter. Because remember, to get in this kind of business, you literally have to have a certain amount of crazy. Because like I said, there's some things in this world, I mean, no matter what, you just don't stop. You keep going. And no matter what I'm talking about, you have to remember that. I mean, to put in the hours and kind of do the rush, you got to be in the zone. To be in the zone, you've got to be focused. To be focused, you can't take breaks. Period. It doesn't matter. You can't take breaks. I don't care what kind of breaks or anything you want. If you're hungry, you're thirsty, I don't really care. Going in. Just doing this shit is serious. I don't want people screwing around. This isn't a joke. You think you want to have fun? Magic's not for you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, after doing about a week straight of this kind of stuff, and you know, this is the only break I'm going to get all day. And then that's it. It's non-stop. It's straight. So, you got to remember that. No matter how much you want to go at it, you got to be focused in the game. I'm not even hungry anymore. That's how focused I am. I eat for a few seconds, I'm done. So, it's going to take this about 10 days. Like I said, it's going to be massive labor. And that's the way you have to do it. You have to be focused because literally the window of opportunity to turn a high amount of profit per box is very small. Because everything comes out of the gate. Supply is low, demand is high. Once those balance out, the expected value of the booster boxes levels out and there's not really a lot of money for the average person to be made. So you have, everything is on the clock. From release date, for us, we got lucky. Actually, we got 1 or 2 extra days on this delivery because UPS like screwed up and did it really quick. But overall, you have to be focused that these things take a lot of time and you have to move the product. You may pull a $30 card, but until you get a buyer lined up, they pay and the card leaves the door. You know, you don't really have that $30. And then after fees and shipping, you got to really see what the bottom line is. And in my opinion, you know, when each one of these sets release, that's the difference between buying a booster box for $90 from the store and buying a box for, you know, $77 from a distributor. Because the biggest thing the stores have going for them, LGSs, big companies, little stores like me, little people, the little dudes, you have to remember the money is in the beginning. Every Magic set that comes out, no matter how good or bad the market may take to it and how you guys feel about it, there's money in every sealed product at the beginning. It's just a matter of, are you able to move the product? How much can you logistically handle? And as a store, and as a lot of y'all want to open stores in the future, that's something you have to keep in mind. Because, you know, that's why a lot of stores get involved in Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Force of Will, Magic, because pretty much then every week or two you have new product coming in, and you can push it hard, and then 2 weeks later you can go to the next set. And that's very important. No matter how many Cocoa Puff Eldritch Moon bowls of cereal you eat, you have to remember the window of opportunity is small. Because eventually the market's going to be saturated with all these great cards in this new set, which I personally like the set. Wizard took a chance. Meld mechanic, flip cards, combining card, they took chances. You know how I feel about that. I like people who take chances and take calculated risks. I don't like gamblers, I like calculated risk. But remember, I just want to give you guys an intro when I'm getting ready to start. Once I open and sort them all, if I decide to do 150 or 250 or 300 boxes, I'll give you the result video like I do with all the other sets. But I want to at least start off, let everybody know we got the boxes in, we're starting with that. I want to emphasize the amount of work that myself and a lot of stores and a lot of employees put into card sorting monkeys, as they call it. Well, I am my own card sorting monkey. I don't outsource a lot. I work my ass off. I do it on my own. So what I'm getting at is that when you take this kind of thing on and you do want to open a store, a lot of y'all in the future, because you're a big fan of Magic or you just like that type of retail, you want to throw the dice, you want to go for it, just be aware, if you want to take that route, it's a state of mind. It's a mindset. You have to be cold, you have to be direct, you have to be strictly monetary, understand what it takes to turn the profit, stay focused, not get too attached to the cards. See, for me, I still get attached to the cards. I still hold and hoard all the foil cards. I tell you guys that on every set. And people are like, well, Rudy, if you sell them while they're in standard, you'll get a lot more. You're probably right, Timmy. You know, most likely, if I sold a lot of the foils, you know, I would make more a lot of times. Like if I sold my Jace Vryn Prodigy cards, when they spiked, I have 2 or 3 foils from our 200 box opening. I would have made a little bit more. But to me, it's almost like spoils of war. It's almost like a Medal of Honor or a reward for putting in the time. That's something I always look back on and say, man, I remember when I put the time into this set. And it was worth it. I still make money on doing everything else. And the long-term approach of keeping the foils for me works. So I want to emphasize state of mind, people. When you put that many hours in, I know everyone's like, oh my god, I wish I could open all those packs. But trust me, it takes a lot of focus, a lot of time. And when you hit booster pack number 8,821, trust me, Eldritch Moon will no longer be exciting. So this is Rudy, and my Cocoa Puffs. You got to be a little cuckoo, man, to be in the Magic world. Because again, you got to be crazy to do this kind of stuff, just like you all watching me. You got to be some form of crazy. Thanks for watching. Comment and tell me how cuckoo I am. And you guys enjoy Eldritch Moon. I'll give you guys a video in a few more days. Enjoy the new set. Have fun. Subscribe. Continue supporting me if you guys want to communicate a little bit with me directly and you like the channel and the education. You guys have a great day. Eldritch Moon. Let's do it, people.